So here we are doing an unboxing. We finally get to see our fisty boy, Mark, who's come off the trap, and now he's going to be fighting around the world with his Russell Crowe character, the Fist. But we don't actually know what it's really called. So I think you've got the sealed box right there in your home. It is not with us, which is very exciting because, yeah, we have no control over any of this. Who's the winner?
Is this like the Logies or something, or what are they called?
Steve Harvey with Miss Universe?
What
Well,
are
I've,
the
I've
ones?
butchered the box opening already, so that's a good,
That's right.
a good
That's
start.
fitting.
God.
We all do that.
It is the Frozen Fist.
Huh.
Frozen
Original.
Yeah.
Fist.
So
The Algox Frozen Fist.
it is.
Ah, well, okay. So it's not like the ice. It's like Snow Speaker or anything like that. It's the ice. It's not the ice. They're just both. Okay, that's fair.
No, it is the Algox Frozen Fist.
I feel like this will be a simple character for a simple man.
Sure.
Nice. Yeah, let's take that. Take that, Mark.
All right. So before I look at the other side, what I'm hoping
Yes.
for is big HP, big card pool, and just lots of punchy fisty.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what I get, eh?
See what you get.
Okay. So the HP is pretty good. HP is strong.
What's his HP?
Level 1 starts at 10, level 9 goes to 26. So up there, HP wise.
Yeah. That's drifter health right there.
That's Drifter Health. Yep, that's right. We're aware of that now. Yep.
However, you know how I was bitching and complaining about how many cards and what my hand size was with the trap
Yep.
with 9?
Yep.
I have 8.
Nice.
What the hell?
Okay.
All right. So how do you want to do this, mate? Do you want me to read stuff out or?
Yeah, probably the most important thing will probably be kind of the main mechanic of kind of how it works,
Yeah.
which will be on the front.
Yeah. So you got a small hand size. The top action of 1 with the mountain will be useful for increasing your longevity in most scenarios. Oh, okay. So there's a way to mitigate or extend my hand size by the sound of it. It'll allow you to effectively only discard 1 card per round instead of 2. At the cost of your hit points. Oh, okay, good. So it's another bone shaper where I've got to sack myself to do my cool stuff.
Except now you have tank health to do that with.
Yeah. I'm not running around on bloody 9 health yelling out for heals like Genji.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's a HP cost to recover card. So the higher the card, the more HP it costs to recover. That's cool. Be careful while leveling up, as higher level cards cost more hit points to recover. Okay, I should just read the card, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
You will either need to recover them sparingly or have access to a large amount of healing. Consider bringing some level 1 X cards with you, even at higher levels, so that you can recover them. That makes sense. 1 with the mountain also gives you permanent regen.
Wow.
Permanent.
Wow.
Which makes you essentially immune to wound and bane, while also lessening the impact of brittle and poison. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Can I get a quick summary of what a lot of that meant for me who can't work that out? Because I don't want to take up too much time working it out.
Okay. So basically, I have a small hand size, but I have an option to only discard 1 at the end of my turn instead of 2.
You mean during a rest?
No, I mean per turn.
Oh,
Sounds
the
like-
actual discard. Got you.
Yeah,
So
so
it
it
sounds like
sounds
there's
like
a
I can play
card.
2 cards and then take some health damage to only discard 1 instead of discarding 2.
Which keeps you around longer, but by choice.
Yeah, but as it whittles down my HP. So it sounds like later levels this is going to be amazing. Low levels this is going to be a little bit tricky.
Good thing you got a Banner Spear.
Permanent regen, obviously that's a way to top yourself back up.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, no, that's complexities 2. Which
Okay.
because complexity is based on how complex it is to understand the cards, right? Not necessarily
Pretty much, I think.
how hard it is to play the character.
Yep, that's what we've been told.
Elemental affinities is grass and ice.
Oh, we got a grass.
Cool.
Finally.
That would be great with a bone shaper.
Yeah.
That would have been great, like 4 scenarios ago when we did the one that grass
two
and ice were
corridors.
permanently up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with grass and ice. Yeah, that would have been amazing. I could have just like hop stepped my way through the scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Big melee, no range, fair bit of mobility, mediocre support, big defense, and basically no control.
That sounds exactly what you wanted.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about this hand size, but I think after a couple of scenarios, I'll get the hang of it.
Well, if you're taking a hit every single time, you're essentially like with an 8-card thing, you're removing one each time. That's technically like 8 turns before a rest, provided you get topped up, right?
Yeah, provided we have some way of getting healed, which we have a banner spear.
No, I'm going full DPS. Screw you guys. I'm sick of this meter shit. Everyone keeps bragging about their meters, so you know what? I'm just ditching
Mate,
all
your
my
heal
heal cards.
meters are huge.
Exactly.
No
Heal
no heal
meters are on there
damage.
for a reason, Gaz.
Yeah, well, you can do it with your regen. See how much you can get.
Keywords.
Keywords. Intimidating,
Mm-hmm.
persuasive, strong,
Okay. Fairly nothing cool there.
fairly
That's
basic.
fair. All right, let's rip open those cards.
All right. So
It does it
starting
really
at level
well.
9 cards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're that's the challenge. Go in reverse
Yeah. Okay.
order.
Where am I? Okay. So
If
we're
it's not-
stopping at 1 to X.
If it's not on top, I would recommend reading out one with a mountain first.
It is on top, thankfully.
Uh,
At the end of the round, either before or after discarding all active round bonuses, you may pick up one card you played this round from your discard pile by suffering 2 damage plus X divided by 2, rounded down, where X is the card's level.
So this is the persistent that allows him to do the thing he was reading on his character sheet. So
right, it's all
he
tied
actually
to this card.
7 cards.
Whenever you do not
Interesting.
have regen, gain regen.
Yeah, okay. That's
And
really
this is
cool.
also the thing that gives you all that. So
Yeah.
cool. So you actually don't have 8 cards because you're starting with 7 if you play this on your first turn.
Correct. I've got to play a persistent, but then I can pick up that card, the one card that I put down.
Yeah.
To then, yeah. I mean, yes and no. You effectively have it from round 1.
And it's essentially going to be a card that you will play every single time at the start. It's your first card, ultimately,
totally.
right?
Yeah, which is a round of prep. Like, why not just build this into the character? Like, why not just build it in from from day dot? Why do I have to play a persistent to do it? It seems.
Is this the first character you've had that needs to prep?
Well, I know I had to build skeletons. I had to build traps.
But he could do
Did you
those
get
before the scenario, yeah?
Yeah, didn't you get free skeletons? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So finally, after all this time, he's got a character that needs to prep, and now he can start bitching about needing to prep. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean I have to spend one round doing nothing?
Well, it does have a bottom on it, so it means that... No? Okay, didn't think
It's
so.
like birds, bro. It doesn't have a top. It is a heal for self with ward, and it generates both the elements. But actually, with a Stampot, although why round 1? Maybe the first round of turns you could get away with not playing it and use that heal for self. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, right, like, you're going to take a lot of self-damage by returning your cards back, and you can only return your cards back once you've played that card, so you can't access the heal 4.
No, but what I'm saying is you could have a normal round and like a couple of turns where you're moving and bashing, and then use the bottom of that and then use a Stampot to pick it back up and, play it on the last round of your first rest cycle, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that works.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Cold. Sorry, go.
Oh, I said what's next, sorry.
Cold Boulder. Create 1 hex icy terrain tile in an adjacent featureless hex. Attack 2. All enemies occupying or adjacent to that hex.
Wow.
Whenever you suffer damage from an attack this round, after the attack, perform 1 heal self.
Right.
So that's a round. Lasts the whole round.
Yep.
I know you said don't show the cards, but I can't help it.
No, you do you do you.
So that's not bad. That's sounds like icy terrain's going to play a part in this, which is cool.
Mm.
Yeah, because we love not being out of control where we move.
Well, I mean, you can't control it. But then neither can monsters, so that'll slide them right next to me, which sounds great. Bottom of it is heal 4, +2, and an XP if you use ice. So move 6.
I think it's a move 4.
Yeah.
You said heal.
Oh, did I? Move 4.
Yes. Yeah, gotcha.
Move 4.
Everything's a heal 4.
Yeah, heal 4.
That's really cool. Only look, so far the 2 cards you've have had relatively late initiatives, so I'm seeing a trend so far. Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, I go late and I hit stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Frost Eruption. So it's an attack 2 with a push 2, and it's got a little multi-target or multi-hex symbol. Create 1 icy hex terrain tile on the featureless red. In 1 featureless red hex of the attack ability. Okay. So it's a single attack, but then I can put some icy terrain behind them. Or
No, you attack all 3, and then you'll put a 1 hex icy terrain in one of those 3 red places.
Oh, so you attack all 3?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Waiting to be corrected, but yeah, that's pretty much how it's reading right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Cool. So I hit all 3 hexes, and then I can put an icy terrain in 1. That's not bad. And the bottom
and having a push in there as well. And having a push in there as well, which is really cool. If we had we just had a character that really that was like
hate you guys. Cool. It also makes it's also a builder for ice. Mm-hmm. So it looks like there's a few builders. I haven't seen. Oh no, here's the spender. The bottom of this card, which is a heal to self this time, not move. Consume ice to bless myself and grass to add 2 to the heal and gain an XP.
Nice.
Seems to be a lot of XP coming from consuming elements, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's like me.
Fury of the Mountain. Attack 2, consume ice to add another 2 and add an XP. And whenever you suffer damage this round, suffer 1 less. Okay. On the bottom, we've got to move with 1 retaliate and consume grass to add a retaliate and an XP.
Cool. I like it.
Yeah, seems like a pretty cool card. Like basic, but I think it'll be a big player. Encased Punch. Attack 3. Add 1 attack or 1 damage if the target is occupying icy terrain. Is that add another attack?
No, just
add 1
to
the attack.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm used to summoning.
You don't attack
and making traps. I don't. These cards are weird.
Is there new symbols?
Interacted with it attack symbols or move symbols or heal symbols.
Yeah, where's the range symbol on this attack? It's weird. Whenever you suffer damage this round, 1 adjacent enemy suffers 1 damage. Oh, that's cool. So it looks like I want to be in up close and personal.
Yeah, so interesting with that one and the one you just read before, the Fury of the Mountain. When you suffer damage, do X. I was just having a read of one with the mountain, and you suffering damage to get your card back looks like it would trigger that.
Ah, okay.
Because the reading of that just says play this round from your discard pile by suffering damage to plus blah 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 blah. So it kind of looks like you also have a way of triggering those things anyway.
Yeah, right.
I mean, cool. Fury of the Mountain is going to mean you take less damage if you get it back or get a card back. And, both. And the Encased Punch means that you can go get a card back or even 2 cards back, it sounds like. Is it 1?
1.
1, yeah. So you get 1 back, but you can kind of proc it to hit everything around you, so.
Yeah. And then move 4 on the jump with the bottom. But this is a pretty good... the last one was pretty good initiative. Voice from Below. Loot 1.
Loot 1's hot.
Yeah, loot 1 top. Consume grass to attack 2. And add 1 to all heals targeting me this round. And create grass. So yeah, that's if I'm calling for heals, I need to have that up. The bottom is a heal 2, all within range 1.
Support. There it is.
No, I'm not support. What are you talking about?
It says targeting all. You're also
Oh
healing
no,
yourself.
I misread it. It says self. No, it does say heal 2 all within range 1 and
Well, that's
create
you.
grass.
That is you too. You heal as well from that.
Yeah. Yeah. All. Piercing pummel. Attack 3 with pierce 2. I can consume ice to make it a line. And adds an XP. And gives me 1 retaliate on the top. That's pretty cool. Yeah, again, I'm going to have to be pumping out these elements to make sure I'm getting XP. On the bottom of piercing pummel, move 3 with jump, attack 5 with advantage, and heal myself X, where X is the amount of damage suffered by the targets of the attack ability. Wow. Okay, it's a lost card. That's why.
Yeah.
It's like there's no downside to this card. Nope, there is.
That's interesting with that one because I feel like the retaliate's kind of just randomly added to that top, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not disappointed with it.
No.
I mean,
But
the thing is with Fury of the Mountain and Piercing Pummel, you basically have a move 2, retaliate 2 with an attack 3.
yeah.
Like that's pretty good, especially if it's if you can consume the ice, and it's got Pierce on it as well. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting one to burn because it seems really good, but you're kind of losing an okay attack.
I feel like this is my oh shit button, right? This is if I'm in there or if I'm low health and struggling to get it back up, this could be a good way. Like 5 attack with advantage. That's at least a 5 or 6 attack, right? So it could be a good way to get the HP back up out of critical levels.
And if you get Phil to shuffle your deck, it's probably heal 10.
Well, exactly. I mean, why stop there, Gaz?
Yeah.
I was gonna say actually, you know what would work really well with that ability? Lucky Dice.
That would.
All the items that he has.
Yeah. Don't
Pretty
worry, he
much
has
all
to
the items
retire
that he has,
eventually,
yeah.
and you can snatch them off him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm gonna actually play the trap again. I'm gonna wait for Phil to retire before I play the fist. Ice Blast. Attack 5. All adjacent enemies. No, attack 5. All adjacent enemies get immobilized. Or is it? Just
I think it's
attack 5
targeting.
everyone?
I think it's attack 5 targeting all adjacent enemies, and then they get immobilized. So
It's a burn. So
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a big swing around me. Cool. Making grass and ice, and then the bottom is move 4, consume the ice to wound 1 range. It doesn't say how many targets, so I assume it's just something next to me by the look of it. But that's pretty cool.
Because it's also optional as well. Like you don't need the ice, you can still get that move 4, so it's pretty good handy card for movement anyway until you decide to blow it.
Yeah, I'll throw a jump on there just for when I've got excess money. All right, moving into the X cards. Shard Launch. Attack 2, target 2, range 3.
And you got a ranged one.
Makes ice. Yeah, I'm going to go the range fist. Bottom is 3 move with jump and immobilize at 1 range. The target also suffers 1 damage. I don't know why you'd move next to something and immobilize it. Oh, flying enemies. Or, sorry, ranged enemies. Primal Bellow. All adjacent enemies suffer 1 damage. Create 1 hex icy terrain tile in a featureless hex within range 3. And then push all within range 3. Oh, okay. So you go stand in the middle, and then you do Primal Bellow, do a damage and push everything away. Also makes ice, and then 3 heal self on the bottom, and making grass.
I was going to say, yeah, I haven't seen a lot of heal cards lately that weren't tied to loss or attacks or all that, so it's good to see more of those coming through.
Yeah. And the last X card, 1 shield. Consume ice to get another shield and XP.
What's the name?
Freezing Shell.
Freezing Shell, sorry. All
right. 1 shield, consume ice to get another shield and an XP. Remove any disarm and muddle you have whenever you would gain muddle or disarm this round. Prevent the condition. Yeah, okay. But what's the point of doing that if you're not attacking?
I was going to say that. It's like you can remove disarm, but you can't attack.
I mean, unless you're going to use the bottom burn card.
That's true. I think it might be for characters who have innate disarm or anything like that. Because yes, you would remove it, but you'd prevent it from being applied to later on in the round if you happen to go first with your earlier initiative, I
That's
guess.
true. Yeah, that's true. It goes at 17. So if you know something's going to be disarming or muddling, you can, I guess, play that. You're still not attacking, but yeah, it seems like an odd combo.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, you're right. It's literally, if you see that they're, disarming or muddling this round and you don't want that for your next round, then, although you can't see their cards anyway.
Like, innate, though. Something has innate muddle.
Yeah, okay. And on the bottom, move 2 can never work out. I think that's pull. 1, all targeting everything within range 2, and then 1 adjacent enemy suffers 1 damage.
That's pretty cool. That, as being a bottom as well, you've already got that other top loss that targets everything adjacent to you. That's already a pretty meaty combo.
Well, yeah, you do that, and then you give yourself retaliate, and it's on a 17, so that's a move in and yeah, retaliate that little combo, or even the frost eruption to like get everything in. That'll be good for you as well, Gaz, with the banner spear. It should mean that it should be pretty easy to set up some formations.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Now that you got someone that wants to be in there doing 50.
Something else that I've just noticed is this is your only shield card that I've seen. Am I right?
There's a freezing. Yeah, freezing shell.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, the survivability and tankiness seems to come from the HP. Like, it's got a fair amount of heal. And I assume that kind of will get more as you go on. But yeah.
I hope so.
I'm excited to see... Oh, sorry. Go for
I was just going to say, the thing is, it's like getting cards back can be pretty powerful, right? Because, you do have... I mean, thing is, if you burn them to mitigate damage, they're kind of gone. You can't cycle them back through. But suffering 1 or 2 damage to get a card back to mitigate, it means like when you're down to a few cards, you're actually not completely... You can get kind of tanks. So, yeah, it's interesting. There could be a couple of clutch moments that you can do that. Plus, like, I don't know, do a stew, get some heals.
Yeah, I think keeping myself top, it's the initial outset sounds a lot like the Bone Shaper, where your health is just going to be yo-yo, and you've got to manage. You got to make sure you keep yourself topped before you start picking cards up. So, no, it looks cool. I was a little bit disappointed with the hand size, but now that I know that I'm discarding or potentially discarding only 1 card per round instead of 2, that seems manageable just from the quick maths in my head.
So it seems kind of ironic that you have a small hand size on the character named the Fist, right?
Yeah,
and on Mark.
Is that is that a joke or okay? I didn't want to go there. Moving on.
So very quickly, one of the key things I'm understanding from the mountain card that allows you to eat some health to only discard one card. Does this effectively allow you to play the same card 3 times in a row, let's just say as an example, and keep pumping it out?
7 times in a row, in fact.
Yeah. That's really interesting because
That's very powerful.
Very. And
Yep.
I think that's very a key part of finding that kind of combo, or just the top to pair with the multiple bottoms. Just go in there and Falcon Punch, just right across the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think early scenarios where we've actually got mobs on top of us, that you could do that. I can do the move to pull everything towards me, and then just keep doing that big 3 hex hit for the first few turns until my fists are bloodied and I can't see anything.
I mean, that's the thing. You've got like a heal 2 that turns into a heal 4 at the bottom of Frost Eruption, a heal 3. Getting those back is going to cost you 2 health, I think, like that. So you kind of aren't. I guess you're not really gaining anything if you heal 2, spend 2 to get it back, because that's literally what you're doing. But if you've got the elements, then you're netting 2 health, and then you can kind of cycle that. And it just means that, maybe every other turn you got to go a bit later so you don't get targeted by everything. And we're going to have other melee. So, yeah, it's an interesting. Plus, you got regen. So if you can not get hit and have a turn, then you start gaining extra health.
Yeah.
Things like Fury of the Mountain are going to just give you pure damage mitigation, which means that, yeah. So I think it is just going to be that. It's going to be an interesting balance, because I reckon you could burn yourself real quick.
Oh, I reckon I will. The first few scenarios, I reckon I'll get ridiculously low and miscalculate, and then
exhaust. I'm exhausted. You're gonna do a fill. Oh, guys, I don't have many cards. So I'm gonna exhaust you. Like, it's like round
what do
4.
you mean? It's round 3, Phil.
Yeah.
No, I reckon this is going to take a little bit of getting used to, but it looks like it could be pretty strong, even just from the starter cards. Like, there's a lot of potential.
And you've got really good movement as well. Like, there's 3 move 4s plus a move 3. 2 of them have jump. One of them's a move 6 if you've got ice. Like speedy boy. So
Yeah.
it should be pretty easy to maneuver where you want to go, which seems like it's going to be important. But then also just to get out of dodge, right? Like, you're like, nah, this is so.
Yeah. Let's go over some of the class specific perks, usually the ones down the bottom, and also your masteries.
Oh yeah. Perks, bunch of replacing. I get ignore item effects, and whenever you enter icy terrain with a move ability, you may ignore the effect to add 1 move. So
Wow.
I get to control my movement on ice. That's cool.
You can choose your direction.
Yeah, I don't get ignore scenario effects. Oh.
Welcome.
No. Sounds terrible. Once each scenario, when you would suffer damage, you may negate the damage. Oh, okay. That's a 2 ticker.
Oh, it's like don't get me started on that. I mean, it's great. You should get it.
I mean, 2 ticks and negate the damage. Like,
yeah, actually, that's
I really like
better.
that.
Yeah, it's way better than the Banosphere one. I'm gonna put it out there.
Oh, really?
The Banosphere one is once per scenario, gain 2 shield for the round. Yeah.
Okay.
Which, again, it has been pointed out in certain situations could be good, but yeah, no, that's an interesting one. That's like I'm not taking that crit.
Yeah. That's kind of how I read it as well.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like it.
Yeah, that's gonna kill me. So no, I won't take that damage. Whenever you heal from a long rest, you may consume. Is that consume both?
One or the other.
Oh, okay. To add +2 healing. Ah, okay. So there's another way to heal on your rest is make sure you've got an element up. Because from a rest, if I don't get hit, in theory, I'll be healing for 3 anyway because of the regen. So that heals 5. That's a lot of health.
That's good. Next to a banner, that's 6.
Cool. So that's all the wordy ones. I mean, there's some shield rolling. There's some element creation.
Yeah. Okay.
Replace the 0 card with a +2. Create 1 hex icy terrain tile in a featureless hex adjacent to the target card.
Yeah,
to the target.
You got the normal perks. You can do extra of your stuff, some heals, some extra damage. So yeah. Cool. What about the master?
Yeah, rolling self heals.
Oh yeah, you're good at those.
Yeah, no, I'll probably, as I'll be hitting a fair bit by the look of it, I'll probably focus on mitigating a lot of the negative cards early on.
Well,
So
I
that,
mean, those heal ones there's 2 per tick, so you're gonna end up with 6 of them in your deck. That's a fair chunk. So yeah, it definitely looks like you want to be cycling through that deck.
yeah, that's a good point actually. By the amount of damage that I want to be doing to myself to keep the card count up, I'll probably have to pick those up pretty early.
Masteries, are they achievable?
Mastery number 1, at least one. Pick up at least one card from your discard pile each round. I mean, if we fight bosses for the next few scenarios, sure.
Each
They only
round
last 4 or
until
5
you.
rounds.
Yeah, okay.
Even on a longer scenario, I think it would be possible, but I would need to have.
You need a pocket healer.
Well, either just a consistent heal, like having the banner out and in a small room. I reckon I could probably do it, and just always be picking up 1 or X cards. On a longer scenario, I think it would be pretty hard. Enter at least 10 different hexes with 1 move ability, then cause 1 enemy to suffer at least 10 damage with 1 attack ability in the same turn. So I've got to move 10, damage 10.
Birds? Yeah, okay. I don't even know where to begin with that one.
I mean,
I'm sure
birds,
you will have.
right? Birds would be great for that one.
Oh, Banner Spear can
'cause
actually create movement. Oh, 1 move ability,
with
so it's not even
1 move
including that.
ability.
Yeah.
Can you skate? If you skate through the ice, maybe? Because it's adding, like with the perk, it's adding 1 movement each time I move onto an icy hex.
I have a feeling that's the idea.
But then how do you do 10 damage?
Well, you've
You got
only
to
seen
crit.
level 1. You want level 1 cards, right? There's probably more coming later.
Oh,
would
I
hope.
can't wait to see the attack 12 so that I can pull my -2 and still get it.
That would
Is it
be the
achievable?
disaster.
I don't know. We'll see.
That
I think
would be the disaster, is lining up 10 movement spaces, a big hit to draw like a -2, or or a miss, right? And you'd be like, no, that's it.
No,
Make
you
sure
know
you
what's
have
going to happen. I'm
advantage.
going to do 9 damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Do you have any closing thoughts? I will just start off by saying I'm very interested in seeing. We've gone from a very push-pull control kind of thing to a incredibly melee-heavy lineup. Like the front line is chockers now. That's I can attack from range, but I like to be also because I don't move a lot, so I want to be up the front as well. So Blink Blade, Banner Spear, like that's a lot of melee and a lot of front lining. It'll be interesting to kind of see how all that comes together.
Yeah, I think given our makeup, and I know that that's potentially going to change again relatively soon. I think a lot of it will come down to communication and making sure that making sure that you step back and let somebody else take the hit, and then heal up and go forward again. If we block each other or get in each other's way, that could be the only issue that I would see. But no, man, I'm pretty pumped to give this a crack. I always like playing big tanky boys. So no, I'm excited to stand wherever I'm told to by Gaz and hit things.
And then you'll be moving if you're not in the right place anyway. So
Yeah, exactly. You can move me around. You just
that's it.
put me where you want me, and I'll just keep smashing.
That's it. Sounds good. Nah, it looks cool. I'm always keen to see how new characters play, and this one looks interesting. So yeah.
I'm just relieved that it kind of fit the archetype that we had it in mind. If it was like some 6 health little fist guy that,
Like
summoned
squishy support with a pet.
yeah, that summoned fist like thing from the Addams Family, like just a whole bunch of those. Yeah, it'd be kind of like, oh, okay, we kind of got swindled there, but no, I'm happy that it's a very Mark character, just knowing you for such a long time, and yeah, you finally get to play like that, so that's awesome.
Yeah. What about the mini?
Oh yeah, the mini. I mean, the mini's awesome. The base could do with some work, Gaz, but nah, the mini is a big old tanky boy.
Nice.
So
Oh, it suits.
it looks a lot like Hulk Smash.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a little loincloth on with a bag and frozen fists. So no, it looks really cool, man. You've done a great job on this. Oh, you've even like done like little accents on the fur to make it white at the end. That's a nice level of detail.
Good job. All right, well, we will wrap it up there. Thank you so much for the unboxing. It was really exciting to actually see a new character enter the campaign. And yeah, we will take it for a test run on Monday. And I have no idea what we're doing, so we will work that out then.
Fisting something.
That's
Yeah.
right. Fisting something.
Come on.
We will see you then.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Adios. Bye.
Right.